tai koutou, tēnei te mihi, kia koutou, e huhu mai nei. Thanks for the opportunity to talk about our concerns and opposition with this Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. The CTU is not opposed to trade deals when they're good for workers and good for communities and good for citizens. But as we all know, this TPPA doesn't do anything of the sort. It's a deal which privileges a small number and makes things a lot harder and a lot worse for most of New Zealand. Our primary concern is that this deal is going to make it harder for the current and future governments to make decisions which benefit ordinary workers and members of the public over a small number of elites. As we all know, one of the most dangerous aspects of this agreement is this thing called ISDS. And it basically allows foreign corporations to take our government and other parties to the agreement to court if they have the audacity to pass particular laws which impinge on their ability or their perceived ability to make a profit. So wanting to pass laws which protect the environment, which uphold labour standards, which protect human rights, all of those sorts of things are up for challenge under the ISDS. And don't think for a moment that we're just making this up, that this is just a bit of a scare story or a bad joke. We know, for example, that there's a large French multinational called Veolia who was taking the Egyptian government to court under one of these ISDS provisions. And hazard a guess for why they were taking the Egyptian government to court? Because they had the audacity to raise the minimum wage. Or about the corporation who was taking the South African government to court for impacting on their profits as a result of steps that that government took to redress the impact of their racist apartheid regime throughout much of their history in recent years. So we've got a major concern with these ISDS provisions. The other thing which we're very worried about is around government procurement in chapters 15 and 17 of this agreement, and the limiting effect they'll have on governments to back Kiwi workers and back Kiwi industries, in particular our manufacturing sector. An hour and a half ago, our unemployment figures came out, and they show that unemployment's gone up to 5.7%, up from 5.3% 3 months ago. If you add up the people who are out of work, who are jobless, who are part-timers looking for more hours, there's 380,000 New Zealanders right now who are not getting the kind of jobs that they want and they need. And so you'd think that any sane government, based on that, would want to make sure they protect all possible measures they can to back Kiwi workers and Kiwi jobs and manufacturing industries and others by making sure we've got really good procurement rules to ensure that they use their significant purchasing power as the government to back local industries. When in fact under this TPPA and some other rules they've signed up to on WTO procurement, they're making things a lot harder for themselves and future governments to back Kiwi workers. So there's lots of reasons why we're concerned with that, and that's just one of them, and we will keep up the fight as we continue this campaign. Kia ora tātou.
TPPA, no way! We're going to fight it all the way! There's no doubt for workers this is a bad deal, and it's a shocking record from this government. It's shocking that they're going to give more power to corporations and less power to ordinary Kiwis. And there are other people out there protecting our democracy, not just the unions of New Zealand, but I'd like to welcome a city councillor from Upper Hutt City Council, Angela McLeod. Please give her a warm welcome.